Thanks for your patience. I know many of you were looking forward to my Tiger's Eye profile video on Easter. I have intended to do it on that day anyway. As it would seem, life would have it. Plans shifted, but here we are, right into Labor Day. By this time, people are coming back to school. I promise it was worth the wait. It's now Tiger's Eye's time to shine, and he's the guy I'll be talking about for this video. Later on in the video, I will also be talking about the redemption arc of the Amazon Trio. Enjoy!
Amazon Trio, are you present?
Tiger's Eye, present.
Fish's Eye, present.
Hawk's Eye, present.
You summoned us,
Madam Zirconia?
I did.
Sailor Moon Super S featured a villainous group I like called the Amazon Trio. It features Tiger's Eye, Hawk's Eye, and Fish Eye. They act akin to the Team Rocket Trio from the Pokemon anime, but has the entire group as men. They are three animal servants transformed into humans by Zirconia's magic, tasked with capturing Pegasus inside the mirrors of people with beautiful dreams. Why do I find them so beloved? First, they are adults who make incredibly formidable foes. Second, they are three handsome men who wear goofy and silly outfits. Third, their personalities in the Viz dub are hilariously comical. And finally, they have an amazing jazzy theme song that fits them perfectly. Though they are the servants of darkness, even villains can have an awesome theme song. The Amazon Trio apparently loved their theme song so much that it plays in their bar and even made a reappearance outside of it in the special beach episode.
Stop worrying. I know what I'm doing. She can't be that hard to seduce. I just have to find her weak spot. Every woman's got one.
And the pitch.
Huh?
Correct deep to left field, and this ball is...
Turn it back! I was listening to that!
Yeah, well, who cares? It's my radio, and I listen to what I want. You got that?
April Fool's Day was the most appropriate day to talk about Fish Eye. Back then, Fish Eye suffered an identity crisis in many countries because many industries at the time got away with the lie of queer people and gender non-conforming characters being inappropriate for children's shows. Luckily, many millennials, including me, moved on from the past and accepted Fish Eye as a male character. For the sake of younger audiences, I will explain why Fish Eye had an identity crisis. I'm not blaming Fish Eye's female-looking appearance for this. Outside of Makoto Kino, his targets were men, and the names are Mr. Kitakata, Yoshiki Usui, Robert, Yamagishi, and Mamoru. He dressed in a way not associated with men. Fairy disguise? Check. Casual woman disguise? Check. Fish Eye wearing a tutu and ballerina disguise? Check. Fish Eye disguised as Nanami Uekawa? Check. Fish Eye in a pink skirt? Check. Fortunately, it was the internet and learning that Fish Eye having a flat chest that many people realized Fish Eye was not a feminine tomboy after all. Elko Takeuchi was right all along, making Fisheye a male character. On Mother's Day, I talked about Hawkseye. His targets were females, with the majority of them being mother figures. Hawkseye didn't get changed much outside of his voice. He was my least favorite of the bunch because his attire looked more inappropriate, unlike the other two. I'm very impressed that his Viz Media dub voice sounded a lot like Luigi from the Super Mario video games. Sorry that the one Tiger's Eye video didn't make Easter, but I'm glad to talk about it now. Summer is ending soon, so it's time to talk about the leader of the Amazon trio, Tiger's Eye. There's going to be a lot more to talk about, so you're very likely to see more camera time with me. Fisheye wasn't the only character that has gotten a dramatic change in his first English appearance, but Tiger's Eye too. Fortunately for Tiger's Eye, he kept his gender. However, he was made to look manly and have little to no feminine traits in the Cloverway dub. Luckily, the Viz Media dub made Tiger's Eye return to his funny, androgynous male self. For today's Labor Day special, we'll be dealing with the Sailor Moon character, Tiger's Eye.
I'm Tiger's Eye. I may not be Garvo Boy's favorite of the Amazon trio. He knows that I'm just as goofy, silly, and androgynous as Fisheye. He grew up watching the Pokemon anime, so he knew that my Japanese voice and design would inspire James from Team Rocket. He also watched the Cloverway dub of Super S as a kid. He liked my Viz Media portrayal better. To be honest, it makes me comical and silly. He preferred my Viz Media voice over my Cloverway voice because it's not so mean-spirited and overly masculine. Not to mention it makes me very silly considering that I'm a comic relief character, which makes me enjoyable to watch. In my opinion, I prefer being voiced by John Aaron Bentley. Just watch and listen.
What's that?
Well, we meet again.
Yes, I guess we do.
Is that some kind of tame shark?
No! He's a dolphin. He's come to help me apologize for earlier.
Yeah, you already apologized enough. Now I think you're just being annoying.
Zip it, kid, or I'm gonna—
I'm not a kid!
Okay, that does it. I'm tired of you getting in the way.
Shingo!
Now at last we're alone.
I've summoned 11 Lahamoras, many of them female, of course, and they are Kawakuiko, Kyoku Badanko, Ote Damanko, Puko, Kiko Rumiko, Tenko, Ebi Hanapiko, Misukeko, Ayatoriko, Bakanko, and Ponko. I also targeted women, many of them school-age females, of course, and they are Unazuki Furuhata, Reiki Nishimura, Naru Osaka, Saori, Sister Maria, Tomoko, Marino, Reihino, Miharu Akiyama, Minako Aino, and Abe Isuno. Now I will talk about the redemption arc of the Amazon Trio. The Amazon Trio, 3 animals transformed into humans by Zirconia's magic, turned out to be pawns to Queen Nehelenia's attempt for world domination. Seduced by dreams of beauty and fame, Tiger's Eye, Hawk's Eye, and Fish Eye hunted the dreams of innocent people, believing that fulfillment lay in conquest, not connection. But behind their flamboyant charm, each harbored loneliness. Fish Eye, in particular, began to question the cruelty of their mission, sensing that love and dignity were not meant to be stolen. He learned that after finding out that Mamoru was Usagi's love life. As it turns out, Pegasus was hiding in Chibiusa's dream. Their attempts to defeat Mr. Magic Hero were up to no avail, so Tiger's Eye and Fish Eye have decided to help Usagi and Chibiusa defeat the evil clown by sacrificing themselves as an act to protect rather than prey. After Mr. Magic Hero is defeated, Usagi thanks Fish Eye for saving her life, and Fish Eye knew that he could have been just like her had he met her under different circumstances. Moved by their change of heart, Pegasus granted them true human lives, not as tools of darkness, but as beings capable of love, growth, and freedom. Once pawns of darkness, the Amazon Trio became symbols of transformation. Their story reminds us, even those born in distortion can choose dignity and be reborn in truth. That's a wrap on Tiger's Eye, and with that, the end of the Amazon Trio series. I thank you all for coming along on this magical ride. Whether you've been here from the very beginning or just stumbled upon the series, your comments, your support, and your excitement meant so much to me. I hope you enjoyed my Amazon Trio series. I chose April Fool's Day for Fish Eye because he took his effeminacy without shame, and that caused problems for censored environments who didn't like the idea of feminine-looking men existing in children's shows. I chose Mother's Day for Hawk's Eye mainly because his targets were older women, and the majority of them were mother figures anyway. I chose Labor Day for Tiger's Eye because the people he went after were younger women. Most of them school-aged, obviously. It was fun talking about the comic relief Sailor Moon trio you all know and remember. We may miss them, but their spirit will live on. Fish Eye was my favorite of the Amazon Trio. Until next time, this is Godwin Boy signing off. God bless you all, and have a great Labor Day. And for you people going back to school, have a blessed new school year.